Hey, what is happening, guys? This is Lightning coming at you with another video. So today, I actually have some thoughts about the Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is something I normally don't do because I just cover news and everything because I'm an unoriginal guy. However, let's talk about it. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now, when you look at Final Fantasy VII, you always think about the turn-based 4 people or sometimes 3 people stuff, and that is of course something Final Fantasy VII has done itself. We have characters from Cloud Strife to Aerith to Zack Fair, who's not even in the main Final Fantasy, and then there's also Vincent Valentine and Yuffie as a secret characters that you can unlock. Then there's Tifa Lockhart. There's so many characters that are actually playable, yet they are so little that it's not over daunting. It's big enough, that's all I'm trying to say. And the fact that they're secret characters made it so much more interesting. Now that's what I really want to talk about with the Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's not the battle system, it's not the materia, it's not even the summoning. It's the party members. Now when I say party members, I'm talking about the party member formation. Certain aspects of the Final Fantasy VII Remake trailer from PlayStation Experience in 2015, we saw gameplay of Cloud Strife alongside Barrett. Now in this scene we can see Cloud is fighting by himself, then Barrett joins later. So this is what I'm thinking. We can see segments where Cloud is fighting by himself and Barrett joins afterwards, and also within the screenshots we saw Barrett is fighting alongside that of Cloud. So my question is, what is this party system gonna be like? Is it gonna be that same 3-person type of thing that we saw and then the rest will be, in the airship? Or is it gonna be something similar to another franchise that is Square Enix related? Or is it that they are going to be a 4-man squad similar to yet another Final Fantasy, but not not the Final Fantasy VII Remake? Let's check which ones I'm talking about. Now let's talk about the other Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy 15. Now of course this has a 4-man squad. Sometimes another party member joins. So what if you have free roaming in the world with Cloud and Barrett, Tifa and Aerith can join you? You can choose who joins you and who stays in the airship. I think this would be a very modern type of twist, yet still keeping it very traditional. If you just add that one more member, it does add a very certain difference to the atmosphere compared to the original, which I'm actually I really do enjoy that. And one thing I really want to also talk about is the banter itself. Now of course, if you look at recent Square Enix titles such as Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 15 right here, you can clearly see that there's banter during the world walking, during the world exploration, and just being, exploring basically. And you actually talk to the people, you actually interact. I really hope this is within the Final Fantasy VII Remake. And now one thing I really want to talk about, a 4-person team, it would make for interesting dynamics, especially like I said, within the open world dialogue. That would be amazing to see. Now it would be good and everything, but would it feel out of place? Honestly, judging from the hub from the Final Fantasy VII Remake trailer with, of course, again Barrett and Cloud, as you can see the hub, it does look like there could be a limit of 3 or 4 people. Now this yeah, right here, it looks like whenever you playing someone, that person's name will be at the bottom and your party member will be at the top, which is very similar to that of Final Fantasy 15. And I think if Square could polish up this type of thing, it could work. And I honestly feel that this is the most optimal one if it's not going to be a 3-person team thing. However, let's look at Kingdom Hearts 3. Now this is very interesting because they are a maximum of 5 party members. As you can see, there's Sora, Donald, Goofy, Flynn Rider, and Rapunzel, the most OP team of all time. Anyway, so this would be very interesting to have 5 party members, but it would be way too OP in my opinion, because you're almost doubling that of the original. And also, Kingdom Hearts is mostly world-based characters. Now, of course, that should always make you think again. But I do think in certain aspects, such as, again, with the Barrett Thin, maybe that could be that situation for that small area, because Cloud does fight by himself at times. But there could be that possibility that maybe, like within the dungeon where Vincent sleeps, maybe there's a segment over there where you fight alongside Vince Valentine. If you complete it, he will be your party member. Who knows? But let's go to one I think that'll work the most, and that is the Final Fantasy Type 0 party system. This is one of my favorite party systems because even though it's a 3-person team, there are still 14 playable characters within this game, and when one of your characters die, one of the other 2 will come in your place. However, it's 14 people, and when one character dies, you choose who replaces that character from the other 11 people who are in reserve, because you pick who would be in the party, then who would be in reserve. That is amazing. That's an amazing feature. Now, of course, Final Fantasy Type 0 was not the easiest game. So yeah, basically this is how the battle system kind of looked. Of course, there is a little bit of similarities, but I do not want Final Fantasy 7 to have the hub of the HP MP bars on the bottom, and it's like going sideways. I don't think that's good. I like what they're doing with the Final Fantasy 15 aspect of it, so maybe they can integrate the Final Fantasy 15 aspect with the Type 0. Now, honestly, the Type 0 is just an amazing party system, because of course you deck them all out at the crystals, and you know, even within a Type 0 you can choose who you want to walk the halls with. Now, regardless, people are saying Ace is the quote-unquote main character. Yes, you play mostly as him. However, you can choose who you want to walk around. So let's say I want to walk as King, who is one of my personal favorite characters. I can choose him and I can walk the grounds, and he will have his own way of interacting with the area. Now that would be an amazing feature. Like, imagine going to that to the Gold Saucer and you walk in as Vincent Valentine and you just go on the rides and see his reactions. Go on the date as Yuffie with Cloud, but of course, you know, Yuffie was, I think, 16, so she was underage. All those aspects. And of course, again, one thing I really want to talk about to you guys is that Final Fantasy Type 0 has 14 characters. 14 characters! That is insane! That's an insane amount of characters. But honestly, Final Fantasy 7 does not have 14 characters, so of course, it wouldn't be a big reserve, and I feel that this is very unique to itself of Final Fantasy Type 0, and overall it would be pretty much interesting to see if they did do this for Final Fantasy 7 Remake. I was gonna say Final Fantasy Type 7. So yeah, but basically Final Fantasy 7 Remake with the Final Fantasy Type 0 class type of thing. It wouldn't be class, I mean, it's like the party system. It would work, but it would take some time to adjust. But overall, what do I think would be the best possible party system for Final Fantasy 7 Remake? I honestly feel that if they do something similar to that of the Final Fantasy 15 aspect, but if they keep it third person with 3 people, So let's say aspects that I really do like can be that of the Final Fantasy 15, that with the bars and how everything is set up within the hub. But also I do feel that if they put during like not battles, but I think like during certain sections with Kingdom Hearts aspects, such as within that one area, area with that specific character, such as Vincent Valentine within the coffin area. Maybe there's a little bit of a battle over there, and then you fight alongside Vincent Valentine. Depending on how good you do, he will join you. Maybe that. I think that is the closest thing to a Kingdom Hearts aspect we can count for party settings. And then the Final Fantasy Type 0 aspect is that we keep it to 3 people. And of course, one thing I really hope they do is that Final Fantasy Type 0 where you can change the main character of moving around. Of course, the story is still gonna focus that on Cloud, but to free roam around the area with a certain character would be very nice. And again, I want that Final Fantasy 15 interactions, as well as, you know, the Kingdom Hearts interactions with the party dialogue. That would just be insane to actually have within a Final Fantasy game. So basically, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, it should be the best of all 3. We get the hub of Final Fantasy 15. We get the certain areas where you meet the secret characters, you do a mini game, then they join you. So it's like similar to a Kingdom Hearts world. You'll meet them in that one specific area, but instead of this, only in that one specific area, they'll actually join you. And then there's the Type 0 with the 3-person and the reserves. So I'm a little bit off and on about the reserves. I'm not too sure if I want the reserves. That's all up to you guys. Honestly, I'm fine with the reserves, but the thing, I feel that reserves only work very good if the battle system is hard. Like Final Fantasy Type 0, the battle system wasn't hard, the enemies were really hard. So yeah. But yes guys, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys want within the party system. This is just one of a few videos I'm going to be talking about the Final Fantasy VII Remake. So yes, the party system, I honestly think it should be the best of the 3 of Final Fantasy 15, Kingdom Hearts 3, as well as Final Fantasy Type 0. Anyway guys, that is it for this video. Please leave a like, helps me out a lot. Comment down in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about the party system? Share with friends because sharing is caring, and most importantly, subscribe to become a fellow Lightning Bolt. Anyway guys, that is it for this video, and as always, this is Lightning Shade. Blaze out.